Hello, I'm Nick, and I have two hobbies, one being dual sports motorcycling and the other still photography. The two complement each other quite nicely. So in this case, instead of riding, I'm here to take the pictures of the other guys having a tough time. Now, for instance, looking at this hill behind us, I personally would not be too happy to come up here with either of my motorcycles. So I'd rather be taking the pictures in this case. I've been involved in taking pictures in motorcycle action type photos for about 3-4 years now, and I really enjoy that sector of it. For instance, now with this Amageza, Friday morning early up, went to go and take some photographs of the guys doing the qualifying. So we had to get up really early. It was like every morning we had to get up 4:10 to have breakfast early as well, 4:30, and get out there in the dark and find the right spot. That's very important. And then hopefully you find a nice spot and you take some rewarding photographs. And the people always appreciate seeing photographs of themselves, their riding buddies, having difficulty, having a nice speed section, for instance. It's always nice to look at it afterwards, so I'm sure it's appreciated, all the hard work.
Okay, so my name is Jeff Davies. I guess you could say I'm an amateur cinematographer. I was asked by Alexander from the Amageza rally to be involved with the filming of the project. So I attempted to direct and took a small crew with me to try and film the Amageza rally. So I went along with 3 other camera operators. It was myself, then it was also Enoch Bagai, Moses Jacobs, and Fanyan Combrix. Myself, Enoch, and Moses, we arrived the day before the event, the day before the scrutineering started. We arrived quite late that evening and had to try and find accommodation. Between us, we had a trailer and 2 cars and quite a lot of equipment. So it was quite a logistical challenge, but we managed to make it there. The day before the event, we just got familiar with the equipment.
So we got our fluid head tripod here, and we got our 1D Mark IV paired with a 70-200 f8.8, and we're just shooting some stuff around Sutherland, just having a look before the event starts.
My vision for Amageza was always to shoot the rally in kind of more of an artistic way. I didn't want to just film kind of in a broadcast way. Often you see sports documentaries on TV and they kind of have like a very boring look, and I wanted to accomplish more of an artistic look. So I opted to use large sensor video cameras, actually DSLRs, to film the event, to try and get that narrow depth of field, to try and get some more artistic depth into the shots, and hopefully kind of get more of an interesting look than what you often see on TV. We set up a small kind of studio space in the school where the event was based from. At first we experimented with a couple of ideas in terms of the studio. We ended up going with quite a simplistic look with just a backdrop, a sponsor backdrop, and a couple of lights. We actually had some great lighting equipment provided to us from Direct Photographic, which was a godsend. They helped us out in a big way with that, which is really awesome. And then the next 2 days it was just running around. It was hard work. We tried to follow all the action. It's quite difficult to follow a motorcycle rally because the bikes move so fast. As you can imagine, the support vehicles can't travel faster than the competitors, which means we always had to have shortcuts to get from checkpoints to checkpoints or get from camera points to other camera points, which meant it was quite logistically challenging. For the event we had 2 gyrocopters to use for shooting aerial footage. On the first day I set up one of my guys to try and film. Unfortunately my 4th guy arrived quite late on the scrutineering day, so he wasn't available for the briefing. I'd actually hoped he would be available to to do the aerial stuff, but I had to quickly at the last second put someone else up in the aerial stuff. So we struggled on the first day with some of the aerial footage, which is a pity. It would have been nice to get some good aerial stuff, but I suppose it's the way it goes sometimes. On the second day, I sent up Banyan, and he got me some good aerial footage, which is always good. A big thank you to the event organisers for allowing me to be involved in the project, to Alexander Null, to Wayne Harrison for setting it up and getting me involved for the project. Yeah, I was very happy to be involved with such a project. I said after the event that often I feel I'm quite ambitious, but I feel that Alex and Wayne are equally ambitious, so it was good to work with them on such a project, where we weren't happy with just mediocre, where we were always trying to push to go beyond our ability. So I was really happy to be involved with that.